Right now we do have this cooperation going on between EUBAM and the Armed Forces of Malta, where we have 12 Libyan students from the Naval Coast Guard who are undergoing a boarding officer course here at the Maritime Squadron base of the Armed Forces of Malta. EUBAM Libya is supporting this cooperation while the Armed Forces of Malta are providing all the training at the base.
So, each individual will be wearing a harness when we go on board. So each part of the boarding team will be wearing a harness.
هو ملزم بقوانين البحرية الدولية إنه يكون عندها السلم ويرميه يعني.
It is called the pilot ladder.
So here they'll be practicing in a safe environment how to get on board a ship using a rope ladder. So being now on land, it is much easier than being on board a ship. From a small boat to a big ship, so you don't have the movements of the two independently, but here can be done safely. So this is their first practical part of the course.
Okay, don't worry, I will show you first how to climb, okay? So I want to climb again, same 3 points, hands, hold feet.
ديما ثلاثة شدي.
Our plan is also to give them the on-scene search and rescue coordinators course. This is a course for those people in charge of patrol boats or rescue boats, how to do search and rescue and how to coordinate many different boats and aircraft together out at sea. That is for the people that go at sea. There is other training for the people in the command center, in the search and rescue mission coordination center. We have already started the introductory courses in Libya, and hopefully from those group we will send people here to Malta to this same school to do the proper search and rescue mission coordinators course that will qualify them to do that job.
Slowly.
Malta and the Armed Forces of Malta, they have a very good cooperation with the US Coast Guard. So this kind of training has been modeled on that. So the people who are instructing the Libyans, they have been qualified by the US Coast Guard as instructors.
Okay. Second. Okay, take it off. Please. Yours. Take it off. Put the harness first and then put your duty belt. Even in rough seas, it's better if you wear this, okay? Because otherwise the ship will be rolling and.
Yes.
Okay.
Just put my feet first. So I climb over, right? I climb on board.
Okay.
Yes.
And to descend,
it's
it's in reverse, okay?
Today is the third day of the boarding officer course. We are covering unarmed combat, handcuffing techniques and restraining uncompliant subjects. This will be followed by room clearing techniques on board vessels. All they are learning will be brought together in the culmination exercise on the 22nd of May, which will take part out at sea on board our ship.
This is important. This is very important, okay? When you cuff people, alright? Hands, palm of the hands going alright, along each other. More like this. Otherwise, if they fall, you break his wrist.
The basic training which they've already received in Libya makes life a lot easier because it means we start off from a known level and we can bring them up from there. We don't have to go through certain basic things. So So that has made all the difference. So definitely, if students come here already with that preparatory training, it makes life a lot easier for them.
The training we are doing here is one part of the comprehensive training package that EUBAM Libya is giving to its counterparts. The training we are performing here in Malta is for the Naval Coast Guard. We do trainings for many other of the Libyan counterparts, such as the Border Police and Immigration, Customs, Border Guard as well. Training that is performed right now will commence in a graduation ceremony that will be held on Friday with participation of the Libyan ambassador, the commander of the Maltese Armed Forces. EUBAM is trying to make sure that we get a comprehensive training approach to all the counterparts, and this one here is essential for them to be able to do the law enforcement at sea.
Questions, intelligence check, risk assessment and boarding planning.
قانونية يعني اقتداء بالقوانين الدولية.
Was they or the captain or David has instructed Captain Libya. We are showing you our procedures now.
This hand from here, as we've shown you on the uncompliant escort before.
نقصتنا احنا بعض الاشياء قبل مثل خبره ناقصين شويه خبره.
Before we lack experience, you know, on the work. Yes.
اعتذر من جيل تيتشر ديفيد.
And now when we had courses with
تعلمنا
David,
الطرق الصحيحه في الانقاذ.
we have learned new correct ways of rescue.
في البحث والانقاذ.
And search and rescue.
الطريقه السليمه اللي كيف ننقذ الشخص كنا ما نفس الطريقة نفس المعدات لكن الطريقة غلط كانت.
We used to have maybe you are using the same equipment as before, but the method we were using before was not correct as compared to what Mr. David showed us.
طبعا نشكر الأستاذ ديفيد على المجهودات اللي قام بها معنا.
So I would like to thank Mr. David for the efforts that he
عاملنا كأخ لي.
He treated us as like his brothers and
ما قصرش معنا.
And he did all his best with us.
نشكره بالنسبة لي وبالنسبة للجروب بتاعي.
I thank him on my name and on behalf of the whole team group.
Thank you.
شكرا.
But نجوا alongside x'inna jdulkom aħna x'inna jdulkom go sejtlaw ħajkun hemm għadkom il-group tagħna ma jdulkom xogħol nittilgħu x'inha contents. Mela, kien għala xi ħaġa ibqgħu seated jaqgħu xi oġġett jew persuna ħajjaqgħu.
Suspect vessel, okay, and this is our rim. So we are going to do a horseshoe, so they can observe, okay, like this. And then once they observing, in the meantime, he's going to talk via VHF with that captain, okay, and tell him the safety procedures, okay, the procedures, and they're going to go up.
During the exercises, we have got a 6-man boarding team right now. What we do is the boarding team is divided into 3 sections, 2-man section team each. We've got our boarding officer, which will be in general command of the actual boarding, which will be checking documents and verifying identities of people. Our second team is our security team, which will secure the crew to prevent any mishaps, disposal of illegal substances, or actually trying to sink the vessel itself. And the third team will start doing searches. They will verify that the ship is actually safe for us to be on board while we're actually here. So we're looking for fire hazards, electrical hazards, the ship actually sinking, taking on board water. If there are any weapons on board that we know of, they will secure those and put them into a safe place, which is under our control until the boarding is done, before, if the weapons are legally on board, before returning them to the crew once we've departed the vessel.
Libyan seamen really enjoying what they have learned. For me, as a representative of the senior management in EUBAM Libya, I'll have to say I really enjoy to see how they have grown through this course. There's no doubt that the training that EUBAM is offering to the Libyan counterparts is giving them hair on the chest, so to say. I'm really looking forward for them to take the skills with them home and to hand it over to their colleagues.